If you don't follow these 5 tips before you buy your very first car in your life, you're gonna get screwed. Since starting my own car dealership here in Georgetown, Indiana, over the last 9 months, I have talked to so many people wanting to buy their first car, and they are doing it all wrong. Now, I know that the schools do not teach us these vital components to go out into the real world to make good financial decisions. Yes, we don't know how to buy a house. Yes, we don't know how to buy a car. Those are the 2 most important things you're ever gonna buy in your lifetime. So in this video, I'm gonna teach you the 5 steps to make sure you get a good deal on your very first car to set your life up to go very well. Now, I know you might just be saying like, Mike, why'd you say setting up my life? Because you know how many people I have pulled with a 430 credit score? And the next thing they tell me is, I kind of messed up when I was younger. I didn't know any better. So yes, this is a life-altering decision, and this is why I'm doing this video. Tip number 1 is you gotta figure out what's important to you. The key word is important. Heated seats, heated steering wheel, side blind zone alerts. Those are not important things to you. What is important to you is good, reliable, dependable transportation. Something you can afford and something that's gonna better your credit score and better your life for the future. So you've gotta decide on what's important to you. If it's 4-door car, 4-door SUV, all-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, whatever the case may be. Vast majority of us in this country don't need 4-wheel drive. Yes, I know the people in New England and Colorado and all that stuff is gonna be like, hey, wait a second, I need 4-wheel drive. But ask yourself this one question. If it snows out, if you get 8 inches of snow, what are you doing? Are you out driving, or are you sitting at home waiting for the snow to melt to go drive the next day? Other things that may be important to you is fuel economy, safety. Those types of things is what you need to have important to you in your car purchase, not amenities like I mentioned earlier, heated seats, sunroof, stuff like that. Those things can come later. You remember, this is your very first car, and this is the big step to making sure your life is good. Number 2 is probably the most important thing to do up front before you head to a dealership or start looking on Marketplace for your next car. You gotta determine your budget. Are you paying cash for a car, or are you financing a car? Most people, when they're buying their first car, are gonna finance that car. So having to know what your monthly payment is extremely important. Based off of your bring home net income, these payments right here is exactly where you need to be at. If you are looking at a car that is far greater than those max payments, you need to reevaluate and go back to step 1 and determine on what is important to you. If you are making payments on your car, you need to make sure you buy a car based off of price and not based off of payment. We're going to talk about how to get qualified here in a second, but make sure most importantly that you understand of XYZ. If you go to ChevyDudeStore.com, we have our worksheets there that you can download and make sure that you understand everything on a car deal, because always buy on price regardless if you pay cash or finance a car, because I guarantee you 100% cash buyers always get the best deal when they're buying a car. But even if you're financing a car, you still work it as a cash buyer to get your best deal. Number 3 is a little redundant, but it's very important to point out in this video because we've already talked about budgeting and what's important to you. On your very first car, if you're working full time or you've got a very good income coming in, the max amount that you should be looking for is about a $15,000 car. I always tell people on your very first car, $10,000 to $15,000. My son, when he was 18 years old, he did exactly what I said. I hated this. I'm the Chevy dude. He bought a Ford Mustang. Do you think that I wanted him to buy a Ford Mustang? No, I did not. But the reason we bought a Ford Mustang is because he determined his important wants and needs, and he wanted a sports car, and he also determined that he could afford a Ford Mustang over a Camaro. So therefore, we bought a cheaper Ford Mustang over a Camaro, and I had to have a little egg in my face when I posted that he bought a Mustang. So make sure you stick between $10,000 and $15,000. If you find a great car that's $15,500, okay, budget accordingly, but $10,000 to $15,000 is your best budgeting advice for your first car. Number 4, extremely important. You want to bring somebody with you that has got a 750 credit score and a thick file. We're talking somebody who's been in the credit bureau system for 10 plus years, who is probably well over the age of 25, 26, most likely a parent, grandparent, guardian, whatever the case may be, significant other. And when I talk about a thick file, I'm talking about somebody who has got mortgages, who's got current car loans, past paid off car loans, little debt of credit cards, and like I said, a 750 or better credit score. This is going to help you save thousands of dollars on the interest you pay back to the bank. Now, the strategy of this is they're going to go on the car loan first, you're going to go second, and this is going to help you get a better interest rate and better terms on your loan. The great news is, regardless of where you are on the loan, first or second, is that you get 100% of the credit. So bring somebody with that type of credit score and that type of credit file to you to co-sign with you on the loan, because this is going to probably be something that saves you anywhere from 10 to 15% on your interest rate. And to go into more depth of why it is so important to have a thick file co-signer, these are two credit scores that are over 755. This one right here has been in the file since 1984. This is my personal credit file, and I've been in the credit bureau system since 1994. Which one do you think the bank would like more? And number 5, this one's extremely important, is you want to bring some big money down to the table. When you put $500 or $1,000 down, that is considered a down payment. When you bring 20 and 30% down, that is considered an investment. Banks know, based off of millions and millions of transactions, when you bring an investment to the table, the likelihood of you defaulting on that loan is almost near zero. So in that $10,000 car, if you bring $2,000 and more, or that $15,000 car, you bring $3,000 or more, that is called an investment, and the likelihood of you getting approved is extremely good with low interest rates and lower payments. And you guys know I never go out on number 5. We always give you more than what this video is titled at, and that's gonna be number 6. And there's 2 parts to number 6. Number 1, we want to make sure that you get in the credit bureau system extremely early. We talking about 10, 11, 12 years old, as early as possible. Have your parents, grandparents, whomever put you as assignees on credit cards to get you to the credit bureau system and hack your credit score, so that way you get amazing credit scores. I've done this on all 3 of my kids, and it paid off very well that I didn't have to co-sign on any of their loans. And the second part to number 6 is gonna piss off all the dealerships across the country, but we don't care. This is all about you and how to get your first car to make sure you get a great deal. And that is, use your own financing. Make sure you start at an early age, 16, 15, 17 years old, is you go to a local bank or a local credit union, preferably a smaller one than a bigger one, and establish a relationship with them. When you become 18, 19, 20 years old and you've got to go to them, then you have a personal relationship with this small bank to make sure that you can get probably a single-digit interest rate on your car. The level 500 IQ strategy behind this is you've established this relationship years in the making. They see the money going into your account, and they know that you're going to pay back very well. By using the other 5 strategies in this video, you're gonna walk in and say, hey, Mr. ABC local bank to me, I need a car loan for about $15,000. I've got $2,000 to $3,000 that I'm gonna put down. Can you get me pre-approved at what interest rate? At that point, the bank's gonna say, yes, between these years and this mileage and this loan to value amount, we'll pre-approve you at X amount of interest rate, and it allows you to go backwards and start doing all of your homework to make sure you get the right car that's affordable on your terms. By you following these 6 steps is literally going to save you thousands of dollars on your first purchase, give you a leg up against the dealership, and also give you a positive experience when you're buying a car. If you got more questions, throw them down in the comment section and I'll do videos for you.